Hello everyone. Today is October 2nd, the first day of the Koumei updates. Conclave has been moved over here. And today... Oh! This looks so much cooler. Wow. I was not expecting this type of overhaul. That still looks the same. Alright, so... let's go ahead and see... And while this is all nice and everything, one thing that I would like to just sort of point out is today I'm most interested in the fact that companions got to rework. So let's go ahead and take a look at here.
Bottom.
And as you see, 3 free slots aside from what I normally use. Now, I think we'll put this in, because that's always a good thing to have. You know what? Why not make it a tech build as well? There's no reason not to. But let's take a look over here. So far we've got balanced posture. And here's a cool thing too. You can just... Very nice. I was not expecting that little animation. I'm gonna be so straight up honest. Was not expecting that straight up animation. They also improved this bar as well, just to improve visibility on that end. But we all know what we gotta do. And then... I've never had this many mod slots on a companion before. I honestly don't know what to think. Other than... maybe doing that. And I honestly don't know what else to put in. Sure, I could put in something like this, but I don't want radiation. This is such a cool thing to have. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beauty. You cannot tell me otherwise. Okay, that begs the question. Now, this is a build that I am going to be releasing sometime later, is my Nidus Loadout, but I just want to go over what I'm doing with my companion here. As you see, a lot got removed. All of them in this polarity. So, I think what I should do is start putting in some forma, because I'll be so completely honest, Trample got better. Proboscis is still meh, but I think it's a good idea to start putting some of these in, like I haven't been doing. So, let's begin with this. Trample is super powerful now. And on top of that, I can start putting in... I want to put in 2 more bond mods then. Let's see... I'm just going over this just to kind of give you ideas of how I mod things for future reference. And I just want to show off some of the cool things as I go. I guess the best way to put it is I want you to be there to see my first reaction to all of this personally. Okay, damage dealt by Drifter grants damage and 30% void damage to your companion's attacks. Companion void damage adds more amp and energy efficiency. Yeah, okay, so I might as well put this in. Might as well. And Contagious Bond. When your companion kills an enemy afflicted with the status, 50% of the status effect spreads to other enemies. Max stacks of 100. Momentous. Killing Xmas enemies grants elemental damage to your companion and reduces your companion recovery time. Companion melee attacks strip 15% of enemy armor. Enemies recently damaged by abilities spread the effect to other enemies in a 9-meter radius. And honestly, companion melee hits increase your combo by 6. Heavy attacks increase companion melee damage by 30% multiplied by your combo multiplier. Honestly, with what I'm going for in this build, I think this is going to be the most beneficial right here. And Proboscis, I do not think is really going to be necessary here, because this still needs to be reworked, but honestly, Grant did say that out of the precepts that he has going on, those were just the start. There are more on the way, and I'm hoping this gets a rework right here. So I'll hold out hope for him. But for the time being, I'll go ahead and wait on that. I have a helmet charger to rank up. Now let's take a look at the claws on this man. Alright, mostly status. And from what I remember, they said that Toxin was non-combining in this state. Yep, Toxic Injection. Innate 25% toxic damage independent from any other elemental damage types. Balanced posture is very nice. So let's go ahead and hit them out with the normal things that I would. But this time we have access to Strain Fever, which is a very, very useful mod. Next, we'll go ahead and put on Viral Heat, just as intended. And yeah, the critical multiplier isn't as big as it used to be, but hey, you know what? It's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. Now, there are other companion mods as well, which I will need to look up. And just for reference, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on making that video I mentioned on this build until I have finished making it, because with these changes, this is such a game changer that I will need time to recraft things, if that makes sense. Yeah, the UI change is nice. It doesn't affect the weapons themselves, and as you can see, they're pretty crazy on the stat block, but I'll get into those another time. For now, what I want to see is oh wow, this is very nice, very good. Now here, I want to take a look at beast mods, and namely, I want to go over the ones that I haven't gotten. So firstly, Loyal Retriever. Right, a good multitude of these are actually available from... Wait, what? Oh, right, Chesapeake Bro. Yeah, so... Right, from what I understand at least, What I need to take note of is the fact that a lot of these are actually found from the other places, from the vendors. But another thing has caught my attention a little bit. So first, let's go ahead and check out the new melee mods. Because yes, new galvanized melee mods have come out, and I am currently a little bit scared about what they're going to do. Depending on their effects, it's very possible that meta might be king again, a state in which DE tries to avoid. So we shall see, we shall see.
You have come to collect honors earned through arbitration.
Oh. Okay. 30% to... So that's 230 potential. Now, obviously, I'm gonna purchase it.
These honors were well earned.
Heavy attack efficiency. And melee kills grant initial combo. Gonna be very.
These honors were well earned,
and plus status damage with status chance. Very interesting.
These honors were well earned, Tenno.
That is very interesting indeed. But also what I'm hearing is I'm gonna have to reforma my Umbra slot, which I'm a little bit sad about. Well, I mean, no. Sacrificial Steel is still the better way to go. Because... But let's go ahead and fuse these, I suppose. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that's fine. Also, ooh, very nice how they did this.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
Yep. So, with this in mind, galvanized steel is... Oh wait, hold up. This is crit chance with crit damage. I completely misread that. So this is actually crit chance and crit damage. Sacrificial steel still grants better damage, or still grants better chance, but this is my option here is to so sacrificial steel is still definitely worth running, but galvanized steel is a good close second if your main focus is on that crit damage. Reflex, on the other hand, is most definitely for melee, for heavy attack efficiency, and it grants holy smokes, that is 80 initial combo at max. And then, of course, Elementalist grants status damage. And let's see. Status damage with status chance. Very good for status-based. Very good for status-based melees. Ultimately, holy smokes, this is a hard decision for me to make personally. Because ultimately, I think this setup is the best that I've got. Because this crit chance is way over in. Crit damage is nice. But that crit chance is hard to give up, since the effectiveness of that gap is doubled on heavy attacks, which I'm using Tennokai for. So, yeah. I think I'll just leave it at that for now. And I'll just let you know when I finalize the build. All in all, these changes that I'm seeing so far are immediately affecting me. And just so you know, another change that they went with is, see right here. The Lith M4 relic I'm just hovering over right now goes to show all the different rewards. If you see at each reward, you'll see which ones I've got crafted already and which ones I have not gotten or crafted yet. That being said, take this with a little grain of salt, because an example of this is, I already have Equinox Prime, but it does not show any symbol on it. That being said, I think people recognize what primes they have already, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, all in all, this is probably the biggest QOL update that I've seen in Warframe history. Granted, I've not been here since the start, but out of the, how many years now? Out of the 7 or so years that I've been playing now, this is just wild, beyond what I would consider to be just a minor update. And yes, I need to emphasize this. This isn't a big hyped up event like 1999, which has been hyped up for like a year now. This is a minor update for them. This is why, in my opinion, this game just keeps on giving, and it doesn't really ask for anything back. It only asks that you enjoy what they have to offer. Yes, they need to make money, but they understand that the money will come so long as they don't be assholes. I am a little bit curious of, say, other mods that I haven't leveled. So Fusion still happens to be up here, but they definitely go here. Item treasures, I should probably slot some of these. Well, before I start rambling off your ear like the last video, I will see you next time, and hopefully you enjoy this update as well. Adios.